to get biblical insight on how to date. Would you guys say that with a show of hands? Yes or no? Yes? Okay, that's what I figured, you know. That's what the whole point of this series is to get you good insight from the Bible as far as you know, where dating goes. Don't feel in coming to this discussion for the next 3 months as though I know it all. Pastor Tommy, I've had multiple relationships. I am the dating expert. Okay, let's just throw that out. You may have gone through all that. That's nice. You may have read every dating book underneath the sun. But what I want to do is just present to you some biblical evidence. I want us to discuss what we deal with dating, sex, and relationships, you know, and come to an agreement on some things, or just shed some light on some things so that we can have an understanding. So if you feel that you know it all, okay, let's just set the know-it-all to the side so that we can learn a little bit about what we have to learn. Don't feel in coming to this discussion for the next 3 months as though I know it all. Pastor Tommy, I've had multiple relationships. I am the dating expert. Okay, let's just throw that out. You may have gone through all that. That's nice. You may have read every dating book underneath the sun. But what I want to do is just present to you some biblical evidence. I want us to discuss what we deal with dating, sex, and relationships, you know, and come to an agreement on some things, or just shed some light on some things so that we can have an understanding. So if you feel that you know it all, okay, let's just set the know-it-all to the side so that we can learn a little bit about what we have to learn about. Somebody tell me a little bit what Paul is saying. He's saying everything is permissible and okay for me. I can do it, but not everything is beneficial. It's not good for me. Everything is permissible. I can do it, but I will not be mastered by anything. Let's talk about the first part right there. When he says everything, I can do what I want, but not everything is beneficial. How does that apply to sex, dating, and relationships?
Well, for example, like sex. You can have sex, but that doesn't mean that it's good for you.
Okay.
So that's what I'm guessing. Or just something like that.
That's the same thing I got out of it. And not only with sex, but you can marry whenever you want. You can do whatever you want, but it's not beneficial. And see, here's the thing. The good thing about our young adult age is, right, we're out from under our parents' lap. I can do whatever I want. I can do whatever I want. I can go wherever I want, whenever I want. Okay, you can. All things are permissible. But is it beneficial? Is it beneficial for you to possibly go out with somebody who you know is no good for you? Who you know may not treat you the best? Can you do it? Yes or no? Yes. Is it beneficial? Yes or no? No. I can go and date Bobby Jones, who every time we go out, goes to the bar, drinks, and we drive home, and he's drunk. Can you do that? Yes or no? Yes. Is it beneficial for you? Yes or no? No. Okay. So these things that we come of age that we can do them. And that used to be the #1 excuse that we had. Well, I can do it. Okay, well, yeah. But is it beneficial? So when we're going into dating, you guys have to look at that. Dating is like fire. That's one of the greatest analogies that God gave me a couple of weeks ago when I talked to you guys. Somebody tell me what I mean when I say dating is like fire. Ayende. Nice. Depending on how it's used. Fire can be good because it can warm us up, correct? And because it can cook food, correct? But can fire hurt us? Yes or no? You've seen it with the wildfires. It's destroyed homes. It causes smoke to where the fumes come in and they choke you out, correct? Okay, just like dating. Dating is neither good nor bad, but on how you use it. So, if you're not careful, you can use it for good or you can use it for bad. And a lot of people have used dating for bad where they needed it as a crutch. I need a man. I need a woman. You know what I mean? Just because. Or whatever. Or to seek my own personal gain or need. So if you're not careful, you have to learn how to put boundaries with dating. And women, I'll tell you this. When you set a boundary and you stick to it, it'll be the hardest thing for the guy to do, but eventually he'll respect it. And eventually it'll happen. We may walk away mad, slam the door, be like, I ain't gonna call you tomorrow. But we will. We will. But we'll respect the boundaries. And when you do that and you stand by it as hard as it is, eventually it will become a way of life. and your relationships will grow, and your relationships will neither be. Why do you guys think it's important to at least go into dating with this type of a mindset? Here's my criteria. Here's what I want. So you know what you want. If you order a cake at Cold Stone, I love it. Like ice cream cakes, B-bomb. We'll bring one in here for you guys. All right. So when you guys are ordering that cake, are you guys describing it? Do you just say, "Give me whatever"? Give me the cake batter ice cream with the graham cracker crust, with the fudge brownies in there, the caramel, the marshmallow. That's me. That's my cake right there. Okay? So what am I doing? I'm describing what I want, correct? So that when I go and I see, you know, if it's birthday cake remix, that's the name of it. I know it. If I see the birthday cake remix, what is that going to do? It's going to help me to identify with what I want. So when you write down the criteria that you want to date, then when it comes about and you're dating, you know that's what you want. And you stick with what you want. You stick with your cake. Don't be eating out of other cake and looking at other cake when you got your cake right there. Your criteria might change, okay. But if that's the criteria you want in your cake, eat your cake. You can have your cake and eat it right there, okay? Don't be eating out of other cake. You understand what I'm saying? So that's going to help you to date and enjoy your cake. Monique.
One thing my youth pastor told me when I was growing up was, if I'm a 7, then expect a 7. Like, you can't be out here going to bars and stuff, you know, going out drinking, smoking, but you're expecting your person to be a saint, keeping themselves holy. So if you want somebody holy, you uphold the same standards for yourself, and then you can expect that same thing in return.
Because as a man sows, that shall also a man what? Reap. And that's a what? A law. So if you guys are sowing good seeds for your relationship, you better believe that that person is going to come. And that's what faith is acting upon what you believe. So if you're sowing good seeds based upon, I'm going to have the right person that I want to come around at the right time, and I'm waiting. So if I order the birthday cake remix, and I go into the shop, and I see, you know, fudge brownie remake, and they're like, "This is for you," am I going to take that? Yes or no? No. Why? Because that's not the cake that I want. And I'm not going to settle for what I don't want. So don't get desperate. You know, just because your birthday cake remix is not in there just yet, you come up in the shop like, "Is it ready yet?" And then fudge cake comes, you're like, "Fudge, like, no, you don't meet my criteria." And fudge is all desperate, like, "But I have sugar cones on top." And you like, "No, fudge, like, no, you're not for me. Because I'm waiting for birthday cake remix." That's going to be the title of this message, because y'all are going to remember. I want the criteria that I've written down. If I want somebody clean and this person's a slob, no. If I want somebody that's not this way, that is too stern, like Daniel was saying, you know, I want somebody that's playful and fun. And fudge is not fun, and fudge is all stern and mean and can't even have fun. Get fudge out of here. I'm waiting for birthday cake remix. Because that's what I want. And settle for that. And that's operating in faith. That's acting upon what you believe. I don't see the person that I want yet, but I'm believing that they come. And when you see the first criteria, then you go ahead and you hold on to that. Okay? Dating is the way that you'll find out what you like and don't like in a relationship, and ultimately who you can and can't live without. How many of you guys would agree with that and say, dating is going to help me to figure out what I want and what I don't want? It's going to help me figure out who I can live with and who I just can't live without. Some people y'all dated or maybe dating like, "Dang, I can live without them." And some like, "I can't live without them." Like, it hurts. Stalking them on Facebook every day. Looking at all their tweets, you know, their tweets and stuff, like, what she's saying, you know, I miss her.